We're live again. Oh my goodness. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's currently a delicious Thursday. It's going to be freaking hot outside today. So there may or may not be a stream later. Simply because it'll just be too hot. But we'll see. I am a little late to my stream this morning. I don't have an excuse. I'm not going to make an excuse. I just didn't make it on time. Let's see if we're going to be live on TikTok today. Let's do our verification thing that we got to do. And nope, we are not live on TikTok today. So we're just going to close that. And then we're going to take our Twitch chat over there. And then we're going to select a live stream. Well, I think it's working, but I don't see the chat. So I don't know if it's actually working or not. Auto find and activate. I don't know. I don't know if it's working or not. I guess we will see. I will probably see the chat on the bottom of the screen start up, so we'll be good. Okay, cool. So I think we're live on TikTok, or not TikTok, Twitch, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get started here. So today's topic, anyway, is, or at least the starting topic here, is if you had to create a motto for your family, what would it be? Our motto for today. Let's see. Let's get this started. Let's get our treadmill turned on. Get this started. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, we're walking. Let's speed it up. We're going for 3.6 miles an hour here. Whatever that is in kilometers. But I don't know what it would be in kilometers, but that's what we're going to do. There we go. We're going. I forget. Do I have hands? I do have hands. Look at me go. Yeah. Hey, who's that? Is that Crow? We have Crow and Uzi today. Hi. Birdmail 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh, you know what? Before I get started on here, let me move Twitch chat over here and the media channel there. Okay, cool. So today I have another idea to add to this thing. Unfortunately, I can't have it being shown on stream because I don't have access to actually what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have access to actually like to the computer if something bad ever happens, because it probably would if I were to do this. But I do have the media channel of the Discord server up and running. So if at any point during the stream you want to share something, we can take a look at it. And if you want to see it, you can be over in the Cheaties Flock Discord as well. So you can look at the pictures that we're looking at and we can talk about it. Blender, you're here early. My goodness. Did you just get home? Yeah, I'm doing the wiggles. I'm on a treadmill. I've been trying to do these morning streams so I can get some exercise in. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I make it into a stream again? Because that was pretty fun. Yeah. So did you just get home right about now? Because if that's true, that means this right now would probably be a better time to start. Normally I start at 9:30. It's currently just about 11. About 30 minutes ago. Okay. So that means I maybe a little bit later. Instead of 9:30 or 10, maybe I'll go live at 11 instead. Do 40 minutes, have some downtime, have some lunch, and then go back live again. We did not go live yesterday in the afternoon because I decided to join the Space Bird Federation for a Huawei. I'm not technically needing to do that anymore, but I don't know. It felt weird not going there, so I went anyway. I do. I have the video. I don't have it downloaded yet. I do have the link you gave me. I just haven't downloaded it yet. because I got to download that on a tablet instead of my computer. Out of curiosity, is the video a .mov file or is it a .mp4? Because I might have to re-encode it if it's .mov. I don't know if my software on my tablet can read .mov or not. Okay, we're doing better today. Nice. But yeah, we're doing little morning streams here. We're talking about things. And today's topic is, at least for the morning, it's MP4 with MKV. I think that's fine. I think that's good. All you gotta do is just download it on my tablet, and then I'll be able to add it. I got 2 videos last night. In Blender, we had 14 whole people for the later night meetup. That was pretty cool. And I don't think I told you this, or maybe I did, but Jurassic Josh's like dad, like his real life dad showed up. That was pretty cool. The mood was totally chill. Everybody was really nice and calm. We had the meetup go for, I mean, it kind of like dwindled down quite a bit towards the end, but it went on for 3 hours. Which I think in the future I probably won't go that long. That was a little much, but no, that was pretty cool. Yeah, by the time I got out of VR, it was 11. I was like, well, okay, maybe that's a little too much. Uh-oh, going for the cast. What are they going to catch? Can I can grab it. Wow. A trout. Grab it. Delicious. Okay, we are doing that. Karani says 3 hours. I should have gone to the second one. I mean, yeah, we're trying to aim for like a more American time. Like everyone's off of work. Maybe the youngins are in bed or whatever. I don't know. That's the thing you got to worry about nowadays. Ooh, a koi. That's a pretty fish. Looks like you got to wait 7 more seconds there, Blender. Then you can try again. But yeah, if you guys are interested, we do have a Discord server, which I currently have the media channel of the Discord server open. So if you guys would like to post anything like pictures of things you're working on today, I would love to see. Hey, Massey. How you doing, bird? I haven't seen you go live in a while. What's going on there, Massey? Do you still go live, or am I just missing that? By the way, guys, if you didn't know, if you're over on Twitch, Massey the Avali is also a content creator. They're a streamer. They do a fair bit of interactive stuff, from what I remember. What is it? Marbles on Stream. Actually, I think that's where I got the idea for Marbles on Stream, is from them. And also some VR chat streams. I don't know other games they play, but that's what I've seen them play so far. Blender says, I'm going to jump off. Lots of things to do today. I have 3 meetings scheduled. My goodness. That's a lot of meetings. Blender, thanks for hopping on in. Hope you have a good one. Guys, Blender Avali. Blender Volley is a cutie. Say goodbye. Hi, Diamond. Hello. I do. We haven't had the energy to. We can't spell. We? There's more than one of you? Oh my gosh. The chaos. Hey, Gamma. Or Hagen. How you doing? How you doing today? Yeah. My new friend on Discord. How you doing? We're doing a workout stream. I'm on a treadmill right now. I'm walking. Decent, thank you. That's awesome. Just passing by. Okay. Well, if If you need to get going, I totally understand. But no, it's great to see you. Ooh, Karani's going for a cast. Wonder what they're going to catch. Ooh, 2 exclamation points. This is going to be a big one. Whoa. Probably don't want to eat that. That's got a big old horn on it. Ronnie says, I had fun yesterday. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, I mean, if I remember correctly, Ronnie, you are also in the States somewhere. So I think the later day one would probably be better fit for you. But I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's also like a little less busy too. So if yesterday was like way too much going on, it seemed to like be getting to melancholia there a little bit. The later day ones might be better for you. Oh, that's too cool. Good old EST buddies. I'm EST as well. It's 11 o'clock for me right now. I'm a little late to my my walking thing here, but hey, we're doing it. And the tracking on the avatar has been being pretty good. It hasn't crashed. Watch it do it as soon as I say that too. Yeah, I have 4 parakeets, and they're all right next to me to the left here. But there's a camera on them. And sometimes they'll actually get really, really close to the camera. There's a little perch right in front of the camera, and sometimes they'll hop up on it. The yellow and green one there in the shot right now, those are 2 lovebirds. They actually, they're actually in love with each other. And periodically, if you watch them, they'll feed each other and clean each other and preen each other. It's really cute. Onyx says, Cheetie, I did a thing. What did you do? I mean, they're not actually lovebirds, like by definition. They're just, they love each other. They're parakeets still. Yeah, I'm on a treadmill. I'm walking pretty fast right now. It's a walking treadmill. It's made for walking while you're at work at a standing desk. I'm just using it to walk while streaming. And then I stream while I have conversations with you guys, which is something I thought was kind of cool for me anyway. But I mean, sometimes people like that. Onyx says, I finally set up Fugi. Oh, nope, there it goes. It crashed. I really got to figure out why it's doing that. The last thing it said it's doing is started listening to chat. I'll fix it in a moment here. Karani says, I had my cockatiel on my shoulder this morning, and he was fluffing himself out like he was taking a bath. Aw, that's adorable. I love it whenever they do that. The green avali, the green, not the yellow one there, but the green parakeet that's in there. He likes to go into ball mode. He literally just goes on one foot and just super fluffs and becomes like 3 times the normal size he is. It's kind of funny. All right, let's see if I can reset this really quick. Come on. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Crash. There you go. Whoa, jeez. I tried to step back on the treadmill and I was not ready for how fast it's going. Here we go. But yeah, birds whenever they fluff up is really adorable. What's up? There's a video. Does she know that that's a bad thing, or is she's an activist? There it goes. It's tracking again. I gotta switch over to VC Face or something like that. I don't know why or maybe I just reinstall Warudo. That could work. Maybe there's like a glitched file somewhere. But it's working again. But yeah, guys, if you are interested in being part of our Discord, we do have one. It's kind of simply set up at the moment, but just for ease of moderation's sake. But if you guys like to join it, it's !chat in the, well, chat. That'll bring up the Discord. I don't have it set to !Discord because bots know to do that, and then they'll hop in there and start scamming people, and I don't want that. There you go. There you go. We'll see you on in there. And right now I have the media channel open. So if you want to send a picture of the projects you're currently working on and things you want to show me, you can post them in there, and anyone who wants to see it can also go in there. Hi, Cynic. How you doing, Bean? Guys, if you didn't know, Cynic is also a streamer. They do all kinds of different things. So if you guys are looking for a little bit of variety, right there. I'm going to do it. I have to, unless you don't want me to. But I'm going to do it. They're also in a volley. You got that? Messi, a volley. Cynic is in a volley. We need to follow the birds. The birds must stick together because everything is a pack activity with a volley. Burb. Heck yeah. Cynic, I heard you use your iPhone for tracking? For your face thing? Yeah. Do you know if just regular everyday webcam tracking also does the face tracking stuff too, or do you need an iPhone for that? Works as well? Okay. I'll have to give that a shot. People use iPhone because of the IR camera, so iPhone works better. Yeah. Doesn't it also like use like lasers or something like that? Like a whole bunch of lasers to point at your face so that they can see what you're doing? Yeah, that's the IR camera. Okay, I see. It's too bad that you can't use the Kinect, because I have a Kinect, and it's kind of like the same technology, I think, except on a larger scale. It's more meant for tracking your whole body rather than just your face, though. So maybe not. Hagen says the Kinect was really good for movement tracking. Yeah, I was trying to figure out whether or not I could do that for the tracking of me, like walking on the treadmill. I thought that would be really cool. And then also use the webcam, technically, that's built into the Kinect as well for face tracking. Yo! Hey, Mercel. How's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah. Cynic says, as in, that's all it tracks. Yeah, I was using the Kinect for a while as full body tracking for VR chat, which worked surprisingly well for like an entry-level thing. It's much better than full-body webcam tracking for sure. Diamond says, I heard people using Kinect for VRC as a low-tech full-body tracking, so it might work for just walking on a treadmill. I think so. It'd be cool if I could have like a headset on, but it's way too hot in here to have a headset on and do this at the same time. Dinner? Really? It's that time for you? It is 11 a.m. for me right now. That is wild. All right, Cynic, have yourself a good one. Thanks for hopping on in. Again, everyone, if you want another streamer to watch, Cynic is right there. Don't forget, Massey is also right there too, although they're kind of on a hiatus, it sounds like right now. But hey, they're definitely worth following because they're bird. Mercel says, good, I'm using my parents' TV. That's big. Oh, that wasn't your TV that you're using? It's 5 p.m. Time zones, guys. Time zones. Diamond says, yeah, I considered exercising in VR chat while watching shows with friends, but it gets way too hot in the headset. Yeah, and my PC VR headset is the Quest Pro, and those are known that if you get any form of like water or like stuff from your like sweat from your face and stuff like that, if you get any of that on that headset, it will brick it, or at least the face tracking capabilities. And I don't want to do that. That was way too expensive to just have it break on me. So, whew, I'm talking too much. Be quiet for a moment. The 30 hertz thing, depending on whether or not your TV is like 4K or something, because I had that a couple times with the monitors I'm using in here. They're 4K, and if you use standard HDMI, it doesn't work at 4K at 60 FPS or 60 hertz. So what you do is you lower the resolution down to like 1080p or something, and then you'll get 60 hertz, but you'll have less resolution. But I would very much rather have 60 FPS than 4K. That's just my opinion, though. Look at that little thing. This little guy right here, this pink guy. It's like a, what do they call those? Camel. It's like a camel cow. Interesting. I use my old HDMI cable and it does the job. I got you. It could also be your the version of HDMI that either your laptop or your desktop uses. Like if it's an older graphics card, it might not support the latest version of HDMI. And different versions of HDMI do different compressions and all that stuff. I'm not entirely sure how that exactly works, but I know that different versions can do different resolutions and refresh rates. So that's pretty cool. Hagen says, also, DSC support is different between HDMI versions. Diamond says, yeah, I'm apparently Camerupt today. A Camerupt? Oh, that's what the little character's called. You can change that, you know. Underneath the video player, there is a thing that allows you to change which character you are. Mercel says, also, I have an AC in the living room, so my GPU is not overheating anymore. Yes! That's awesome. But yeah, the conversation starter for today was, if your family had a motto, what would it be? And I think mine, judging by what my mom usually says, and I've kind of stuck by that, is that things happen for a reason. And that might sound like a really simple thing, but there's been numerous times in my life where something kind of negative happens, right? And normally you'd go, oh, this negative thing happened, and now I'm kind of like bummed out about it. But the thing is almost every time after something bad happens, something positive comes of that bad thing. So like one time I went to go apply for a job, and it wasn't the job I really wanted, but it made money. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go do this. I didn't get the job. I forget why, but I didn't get the job. And I was a little bit bummed out. But then my mom told me, you know, things happen for a reason. And I said, you know what? Yeah. So then I went to go apply for another job that came up after the job I didn't get. And then it was more of a job that I did want to do. And I got it. I got that job. So yeah, things happen for a reason. Even if it might seem like a bad thing now, it could actually be a really good thing if you think about it. Hagen says DSC has dynamic stream compression. It allows you to use higher resolutions and refresh rates than the link would normally support with no compression. I use it on my current monitor. I wish I had an actual AC, not this noisy thing I have. Yeah. I mean, we have a whole house AC, and you would think that it would do the job of the whole house. But with how hot it's been getting recently, it's only actually capable of cooling off the first floor. The second floor, in all the different rooms that we have little mini ACs in the window. And sometimes they kind of struggle too. Mercil says, for my family, it'll probably be, if you can't do it yourself, you're useless. Well, I mean, if you think about it, that kind of makes you want to do it yourself, right? But I don't know if I would say you're useless. Sometimes you just can't do it. Oh, it broke again. Diamond says, there we go. I'll be in Avali too, though I still need to make an actual Avali Abbey. If people in the chat do want to have like a custom Avali, I mean, I can't make them have like clothing or anything like that. They have to be the standard colors and design, but or not the standard colors, but I can make the Avali have different colors. If anybody wants to have their custom Avali done, let me know. Probably mention me in the Cheaties Flock Discord server, and I'll try and get over there to it. Whew, okay. Hagen says, over here, I can't use window units because our windows are the hinged kind, and those portable ACs are, well, better than nothing. Yeah, the only thing that stinks about those is that they usually take the cold air from inside and just toss it right out the window. And which means that whenever you have an AC, of like, for instance, the one that's in my window right now is a 6,000 BTU air conditioner, to get the same cooling effect of that, but in a portable AC, you need like an 8,000 BTU AC, which means more energy. You're technically cooling off the room, but like not as efficiently as you could. So yeah, I totally got you there. Marissa says, most stuff I do on my own, and it's actually better than when someone helps me. I mean, I like doing stuff with people though, even if the end result isn't exactly what you fully anticipated if you were to do it yourself. At least you had fun doing it, right? Especially if it's with family. Holy jeez. Wow. What happened? Oh no, hold on, I need to fix this tracking thing right now. Renuki! Oh my god. You bean! Let me fix my tracking thing. My Rarudo has been being such a pain in the butt recently. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? Guys, if you didn't know, Renuki is also a streamer over on twitch.tv. If you guys would like to check them out, they're right there in the chat. Renuki VR. They do a lot of, I think it's called World of Tanks. Not War Thunder. They like themselves. They don't play War Thunder and suffer. They play a game where you can actually enjoy yourself. Renuki says yes.
Renuki VR, and welcome you 16 lovely people.
Yeah, welcome. Why are you not closing? I apologize for this downtime. I've been having some issues with my Rarudo. where it crashes like every 15 minutes. Or not necessarily crashes, just stops tracking altogether. I don't know why. Come on, close, please, so I can open it again. Come on, close, close. Hola, hola. Why aren't you closing? Warudo, respond. Would you close? Don't make me get the task manager. You won't like me if I get the task manager. Chris Blackpaw uses Warudo. There it goes. It finally closed. I may have to. I may have to ask them. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's starting back up. Let me hop back on the treadmill. Let's see. There we go. Just gotta hop on there. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now it's launched back up. Mercil says task manager is the OP agent. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh, you don't want to work? Well, guess what? You're going to if you like it or not. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Today's conversation starter today was, if your family had a motto, what would it be? Hey, Darius. How you doing, Bean? Renuki says, but I will leave the cuties with you and lurk here. I'm going to go take a nap. Ah, that's awesome. Happy dreams to you, Renuki. Thanks again for the raid. You are an awesome bean. Getting so sleepy just now. I mean, you are a bird. You have like, or a raptor. You have like two modes. You have zoom and sleep. Yeah. All right, Renuki. Happy dreams to you. You take care, okay? Sleep well. I'll have to see if I can ask Chris Blackpaw about that. I actually need to watch more Chris Blackpaw. If you guys didn't know, Chris Blackpaw is a, I guess, VR chat DJ. I think they also do Resonite as well, or at least they used to. But yeah, if you guys want to check them out, their name is Chris_Blackpaw. They play some really good music if you guys are interested in that. They sometimes also stream right from the Space Bird Federation afternoon, or well, morning for some people, Huawei Wednesday video. So if you're interested in just joining in and being part of their stream, you definitely can. My goodness, look at all these little birds at the bottom of the screen. There's so many birds. So many birds. Also, I might be getting a new volley soon, and I might try to see if I can use it for a streaming character. Hey, Pescetti. Guys, it's amazing how many people do stuff in the chat. Pescetti, right? Hi, is also a streamer. They do all kinds of stuff as well. Recently, they've been doing a little bit of a what is that game called? RuneScape. The old school RuneScape over there, which also Blyce has been doing. And I think Pescetti's actually been helping Blyce a lot recently about it. But if you guys are interested in checking them out, they're right there in the chat. It's Pescetti right there. There you go. Okay, what are we at? 32 minutes. I'm going for 40. I can do it. Pescetti says, I usually just do stuff when big content releases. That's pretty fun. How does that usually work out for you? Like if you, I don't think you're, I can't imagine you're a Call of Duty player for some reason. Maybe you are. But if, say, a new Call of Duty comes out and you just play that, how does that work out for you? The standard OSRS content isn't really interesting to stream, in my opinion. I mean, it's kind of like me. I used to I still probably would like to do it at some point, but I used to like to stream my old PlayStation 1 games. And compared to today's games that are jam-packed full of like interesting things happening all the time, PS1 games, not so much. But I still get one heck of a kick out of it to play it, like Tomb Raider or Twisted Metal or something like that. Always a lot of fun. And to be perfectly honest, if you're having fun, your chat probably is too. Alipec says, early cheaty stream. Yeah, I've been trying to stay on top of this. I do a stream in the morning at some point to do an exercise. Right now, I'm at 33 minutes in on the treadmill right now. Heck yeah. Did you know, Diamond, that Twisted Metal 1 and 2 has been on the PS4 and PS5 for quite a while now? It might have even been on the PS3. But just like a week ago, I think it was, they redid and re-released Twisted Metal 3 and 4 for the PS4 and PS5. So if you've ever been interested in replaying those old games in HD, by the way, it's in HD. They make it so the PS4 and PS5 render in high definition. Go pick it up. They're only like $10 right now per game. I think I bought both. I was really excited about that. I like it when they do that kind of stuff. They re-release like Nintendo. Hey, we wanted the games. They provided. Hey, Nintendo, there are games that you don't have out right now, and you probably should, because you keep telling people that they can't buy them, but they want to download them and play them, but you won't let them. Nintendo, stop being a butt. I'm going to snooze this for an hour, and I'll come back to that. Hey, Zephys, welcome on through. Olipec says, oh man, memories of visiting a friend playing Twisted Metal on his PS. Heck yeah, on the old CRT. And then if you had like the one friend who just had like a lot of money for some reason, he had the multi-tap, and you could play what was that, Twisted Metal 4, I think, in 4-player mode. So like, what was it, like the resolution of the game was like 320 by 240, and then it split that up into 4 quadrants on the screen, and you tried to play these itty-bitty little characters, but it worked. Like, how you doing, Zephyrus? Pescetti says, the games I currently play are OSRS, released originally in 2001, iRacing, released in 2008, Arma 3, released in 2013, and Beat Saber in 2018. Neat. I'm assuming Beat Saber is probably one of your more popular ones for today. It seems like people really like Beat Saber. I'm thinking it's because of the music. It's always really cool to get the music playing in there. Whew, okay, I need to stop talking for a second. Okay, there we go. Alipec says, oh no, this was the 90s. There was only the one then. You either had that or you had like the Nintendo 64? Pescetti says, yeah, I get most viewership on Beat Saber. Hagen says, apparently OSRS is still very popular. I have at least 2 friends that still play it. Yeah, Pescetti still plays it too. And so does Blyce Fox, that I know of now. I think my brother plays that too. My brother being the one that's 3 years younger than I am. He used to play it when we were young, and then he had to give it up because some weird charge for RuneScape came up on my mom's credit card, and neither of us knew what the heck happened, but we both got in trouble for it. Alipec says, that's the one I had. The PlayStation swapping controller layouts was a pain. Jack Umbreon says, "Did you know all these in the park are free? Free to take? Seriously, just walk up and take one. Did you? Or do you mean a volley? Was that an auto correction? Yeah, there it is. I've been whipping this shiny crab for the entire day on mobile." Hagen says it probably runs on a literal toaster. I mean, when we all used to play it, we were playing it on Pentium 4s back in the day. I'm not old. Hey, Cynic, welcome back. How was dinner? Pescetti says, a volley. Hagen says, pick up your own new Avali friend. Hey, Furcat, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hagen says, I've used Pentium 4 computers. I used to have... What was my first real computer? It was a Pentium 3, I think. My Micron Millennium machine. But then I had that machine for a while. Oh, it stopped tracking again. I had that machine for a while. And then I was like, you know what? I want to go mobile. And I went onto eBay and bought for $50 my very first laptop, a Pentium 1 Toshiba Satellite 335 CDS. So it had the dual scan screen on it, so it was really blurry when things moved. But it was cool. Cynic says, I'm going to eat it now. Nice. I think I'll eat it now. Yep. I think I'll eat it now. Ah! I don't know if anyone's going to catch that reference. Alapix says, oh man, Avali are free. I'm getting a free cheaty. Uh-oh. Houston. Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. What happened to my candy bar? Patrick, you ate it. I'm glad some of you guys got that. That's awesome. Hi, Nanashi. Oh, wait, that's 40 minutes. That's good enough. Where's my controller?
Wah. 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 Wah.
Wah. Wah. I think I'm not going to stand up the treadmill, though. I think I'm going to... Because I think I might be ruining the cord. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to just scoot it over and lay it up against the wall. Like this. There. I feel better about that. And then we'll also power it down.
Hio has so many been walking below.
I know, right? Look at them all. Look at them all. Get on the ball. I'm going to get on the ball, guys. I'm going to get on my my exercise ball. I'm going to put the fan on me. I'm going to cool down for a minute. Okay. There we go. What's the counter on the bottom left? The yellow one, that counter is for when Pokemon is going to show up, and you have the chance of catching it by typing !PokeCatch in the chat. And then if you look underneath the video player, you'll see a Pokemon community system down there where you can buy new Pokeballs and sell Pokemon, sell Pokeballs, all that kind of stuff. There's another timer, which is kind of hidden right now because of all the people walking on it, but that is my current time right now. Current date and time. But look at how many Avali there are. My goodness, look at all these birds. All right, let's reset the... Let's reset... Oh, my speakers are on. I just realized. Let me turn those off. Hug Hyochi. My goodness. Who's being a gremlin? Nanashi, you went in for a hug and then laid a bomb? Wow. You know what's kind of cool? I don't feel like I have to watch myself saying, like, the word bomb. Because I feel like, TikTok will like ban that. That might even be why I got banned on TikTok, is because I said the word bomb.
Mischievous bird.
Alapec says, I am not a bird. I feel misrepresented. I mean, you can change it to whatever you like. Underneath the video player, there is a selection of like, I think close to 800 different Pokemon to choose from. There should be like a little search thing if you want to choose one. Okay, let's get this fan on me here. Oh yeah, there we go. I have the AC trying to cool the room down to 74 degrees right now, and it was 77 in here almost the whole time, but it just went up to 78. It is about 92, or it's going to be 92 degrees outside today with a heat index, or it feels like temperature of what is it? Oh, here, crap! Now it's gonna probably be broken now. Oh, did it not break? Nice. But there's going to be close to 105, I think, for a heat index outside today, which I think that is 34, 35 C. So for you European folks, that's the temperature, or well, anywhere across the world except for the US, 34, 35 C is the temperature for today. And the last time it got this hot, the power went out like 2 or 3 times. So I'm expecting that today. Everything over 15 C is way too warm. 15 C, isn't that like cold? That sounds really cold. I thought like 24 was like a normal temperature. Fish crackers! Yeah! Fish crackers, those are like, I think it'd be really funny if I just always had fish crackers around. Just so I could nibble up those. Nova Viper Dragon says, "Oh no, bird gaming. Yeah, we're just on our cooldown. So we just did a workout, or I just did a workout. I did my my 40 minutes of treadmill, and now I'm just cooling off. I'm sitting in front of a fan right now, enjoying the cool breeze before I go take a shower because I'm gonna need it for sure." The snack that smiles back, goldfish.
The snack that smiles back.
Yeah. 59 degrees Fahrenheit is just right. I think like 68. Well, you know what? No, that's true. I like that. Diamond says, for when you get a fish, you should have a fish snack. Huh. That sounds kind of fun. I could probably do that. That'd be fun. You guys could like literally give me little fish snacks throughout the stream, instead of me just gobbling up a virtual one. That'd be so fun. Cookie! The cookies and the sodas and stuff like that are for when I'm doing VR chat. I'm not going to do that right now, especially right after a workout too. It's like, oh, I did a workout. My my present to me is cookies. That'd be so funny. We had, oh, actually, talking about water. My water's not in here. Well, time to workout. Yep. Right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have the headset on still, but I'm gonna go grab my my gallon of water. Oh yeah. I don't have a water bottle. I have a water jug. I have a gallon water can thing here. It's in the shape of a water bottle, but it's way heavier than one. Hagen says, I drink straight from the tap. Well, I would normally do that, but I got spoiled by water filters, and we have a water filter both in the bathroom and on the fridge. and I will just fill up my water tank here full of filtered water and then drink it throughout the day. And the reason for that is because if I drink the water straight from the tap, it does not taste good. When I was a kid, I couldn't tell the difference. I also didn't drink straight water usually. I would just drink Kool-Aid all the time. I'm surprised I don't have like diabetes or something. I used to have so much sugar in my diet. There is no difference. I don't know. So when I drink this water, the filtered water, right? I don't really taste anything. When I drink the water straight from the tap, it tastes like pool water, which is not something I want to taste. Karani says, we have a small collection of filtered pitchers. We started off with that, but then we have the little things where you can just attach it to the water faucet. It's like what is it called, a Brita filter. And now we can just have like unlimited filtered water for whatever the heck it is that we want to do. Alapec says, back in my day, the hose was good enough. I mean, I used to do that too. I mean, I spent a heck of a lot more time outside when I was a kid, though, than I do now. I will say, Nova Viper Dragon just said America tap water is way below UK standards. So we did go to the UK not too long, like maybe 4 months ago now. And I drank the water straight from the tap. It was great. It was actually not bad at all. Which is weird because like the buildings over there are super, super old, but the water just tastes fine. Hagen says it depends on where you live. In my place, it usually tastes better than it used to. In some places, tap water tastes horrible. I think we're in one of those places that just it doesn't taste good. I don't know how to describe it. It just tastes really, really off, like something you don't want to drink. But if you filter it, it tastes fine. So I don't know. Maybe it's a placebo or something, but it definitely tastes better to me, filtered. Karani says one of the neighboring cities draws its water from the lake. Really? That's pretty cool. Nobody's allowed to swim in the lake because of it, but the water tastes like algae. That is kind of what I can guess is the flavor I'm getting. It tastes like pool water mixed with algae. Nova says your pipes are old and got lead in them. I wouldn't be surprised. The place that the city I live in is like really friggin' old. I think there is actually a plan to like replace all the water pipes in the city at some point, but all the pipes are underneath the roads and stuff like that. So it's going to require quite extensive work and money to get that job done. So they're just trying to plan that out right now. Fur cat, what was that? Huh? What was that? Alapec says when I was in Prague, the tap water was great. Not like pool water. Sometimes you can even smell it here, that chlorine smell. You can kind of smell that here too. If you run the water for a little bit and then put your nose close to the water, you can smell it like when it's like doing the aerating thing. You can kind of smell that chlorine or whatever that stuff is that's in there. Jack says, where the heck do you live? Jamestown or whatever that pilgrim settlement was? I mean, no, not that old. I don't know how old this city actually is. I know our house is like probably getting up in about 130 years old. Like, it's a pretty old house. We even have a plaque. The city gave us a plaque because our house is so old. Okay, I'm finally cooling off now. Whew, nice. Hey, and look at that. The temperature in here is actually coming down now. It's not so... Dude, me working out actually raises the temperature in here. That's wild. Do you own it? We do. Yep, I own it with my partner. Well, he technically owns it, but we own it together. We've been together for the past 11 years. Isn't that cool? Hot Cheetos are never good. Nova, you don't know nothing. Hot Cheetos are awesome. I can be hot. Heck yeah. Words. Alapec says historic Cheaty dwelling. Yeah, I think our basement has had to be put back together a couple times. Not while we've owned it, but the basement has had to be repatched or whatever, so that water doesn't come in and stuff. I don't think that is a thing we can do over here, Jack. In fact, when we went to move into an apartment when we first got together, they knew that there was lead in the paint on the walls, and instead of replacing the paint that is on the walls, they just gave you a pamphlet and said, don't try to eat the walls. Literally, don't chew on the walls. It was mentioned in the in the pamphlet. Which, okay, don't gotta ask me to do that twice, but sure. I won't eat the walls. I may be in the volley, and sometimes maybe I eat like the stuffing inside the walls and stuff, but I won't eat the paint. You're telling me you didn't want an indoor... I mean... I'm not taking apart my house. I'm not too worried about the walls having lead paint on them. We're not licking the walls or anything. Forbidden potato chips, lead paint. Now, if you want something kind of scary, the house next to us has what's called asbestos siding, and they don't want to replace the asbestos siding because it would require a crap ton of work. And also a ton of cleanup, because they have to make sure that there's not a single chip of the stuff on the ground after they're done cleaning it up. So they just keep painting it. Oh, the pipes. Well, if I remember correctly, the pipes going from the street to our house are all PVC and stuff based now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I keep forgetting it does that. Wow, Laughing Laws, thank you so much for the raid. Wow, we're getting a lot of raids today. No, what the heck? It did it again. Is that as soon as someone raids, the tracking stops? That is too funny. Thank you so much for the raid, Bean.
There goes the channel. Logan Laz just raided with 23 odd ones.
What were you guys playing today? It's a Laughing Laws. I hope I'm saying that right. 11. Can we close this, please? I wish I wouldn't ask this. Just close. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're closing it. There we go. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm hiding. I got stage fright. There was too many people. You guys are too awesome. I got scared. I had to walk away. That's right. Don't worry. I'm a professional streamer. I'll come back eventually. No, the pipes in our house have at one point before we bought it, it was a rental property, and the rental stuff, like I think all the people got kicked out. There was like 3 different families living in this house at one point. They all got kicked out, and then after that, I think for various reasons that they got kicked out. Then the house went into a slight disrepair for a little while, and then someone broke into the house, stole all the copper piping, and then after that, the person who owned the house wanted to sell it as an actual house, so he replaced a lot of stuff in the house, including all the piping, so that it could be functional again, and it's all PVC based. I think it's PVC based, and then they sold it, and that's how we got it. The piping at the street, though, might be like lead based or something. Copper piping, making sure you don't have a copper deficiency. Sounds like we got mail. We got mail. Yeah, our house is safe. Our house is safe. So we just kind of got lucky that someone broke into the house before we bought it and stole all the copper piping. There are some pretty cool leftover artifacts of like the fact that this house is so old. There's obviously the old knob and tube wiring that's not active anymore, but there's some parts of it that are still visible in the rafters in the basement. One of the other things that's kind of cool is in the basement you can see the old gas lines that used to be for the gas lights that used to be in the house, because electricity, I guess, either wasn't a main thing for this house when it first was built, or what's the other word? Or I guess maybe electricity just was too expensive or something. I'm not sure. But they used to have gas lights in the house, and there's still the remnants of the piping for that in the walls, which is pretty cool. The only thing I wish our house had that it doesn't, well, two things. A fireplace, because it doesn't have one of those. And then also it doesn't have a laundry chute from the bathroom. I would love to have a laundry chute. Just take my clothes, throw them down a laundry chute, have it go down to the basement, and then I can go do it later. I always thought that would be really cool. That would also be a really easy way to wire the house for solar too. But I figured out a different way to do it. Karani says, I love how old light switches were push button. We have one of those, actually. It's the one light switch that controls the hallway light for the second floor. And it actually has the mother of pearl inserts on it. It's really cool. Karani says, maybe you'll tear up the carpet and find some kind of mosaic floor. We have... the second floor has carpet. The first floor is all original hardwood. The hardwood is... It's a little worn down downstairs. Like, it's still... Mox Wild, thank you so much for the follow, you awesome bean. Hope you enjoy your stay. But what we want to do is at some point tear up the carpeting on the second floor, because it's also all original hardwood flooring that's just covered up by carpet.
Oh, hey Mox Wild, thanks for hitting that follow button.
Yeah. Good job, CheetoBot. Good job. Jack says, unfortunately, with it being a historic landmark, now that they gave you a plaque, you can't make any modification. That better not be true. I didn't even think about that. I don't know if it's a landmark. I mean, if that's true, all the houses in this area have to be a landmark now. Which people are definitely making modifications to their houses, so I'm not entirely sure how true that is. Hopefully not. But I do know the city will definitely get on you if you don't get like a permit for certain things, because somebody tried to install a garage in their backyard and they got almost all the way done with it. They were about to put the siding onto the garage. The city found out about it and had them tear it all the way back down. Then they got their permits. Then they had to build it all over again. We saw that happen live. That was funny. That was, well, not funny. That kind of sucks for the person building it, but like at the same time, it was like, you might as well just get, I mean, you're doing it in broad daylight right there. You might as well just get the permits and get it done. Karani says, a friend of mine knows someone whose livelihood is saving fixtures from old houses so they can be repurposed for restoration projects in other houses. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. One of the cool things, and this is not something that our house came with, but we have this beautiful stained glass window downstairs in the living room. A lot of houses in this area have that. There's like stained glass windows as like a centric point to the house. Ours didn't have that. I don't know if maybe it got broken and they replaced it with a standard one, but we got ourselves one. It was a gift from someone, and it is absolutely beautiful. It also stops people from seeing in that window because that was a a straight shot from the neighbor's house into ours, so they could see us watching whatever we're watching on TV. Dick says, yeah, so once they give you a plaque, it can be classified as a historic landmark, even if it's not a landmark. Interesting. Are we not live on YouTube today? I haven't seen a single person come through over on YouTube, which is kind of like not like YouTube. Let me see if I'm live over there. By the way, if anyone knows who J Architect or J Valmise is, they go by two different names sometimes. They are currently doing a deal right now for avatar texturing. So if you're interested in getting your avatar textured at any point, you definitely can. If you guys want, I can give you a link. Do I have a link? I don't think I have a link. I should ask them for that. I should ask them for a link to like a page or something. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this. I'm going to advertise you, Jay. You're probably not watching right now, so you don't know I'm about to do this. But I'm going to do it anyway. Where are they? Here they are. Jay, you don't have like a link or anything I can give? Okay, so we're not going to do this right now because they have no way for me to give a link to you guys, unfortunately, and I don't know if them having a Discord server either. But yeah, they're currently doing a whole bunch of commissions right now to help pay for a couple different things. So you pay them, you get something in return, and they get to keep their internet going. So it's just really cool. If you're comfortable, say I'm in Ohio. I'm Ohio from Ohio. But we also have like a specific city, which I can't give that. But they're pretty strict on things that you do sometimes. But I don't think ours is considered that. Yeah, J Valmise. Do you have a link to a card or something that I can advertise? There we go. Yeah. But yeah, I plan on trying to get a new Avali character done, either a Revali or an Alavali. I don't know if you guys have heard of those, but there's something called an Alavali that came out recently, and I really like it because it's so freaking floofy. And I don't know, it's also new, so like nobody has it yet. I want to try and have something really cool. Yo, I'm in the city right now on my scooter. That's awesome, Mercel. That's really cool. Stay safe out there. No scootering and watching the stream though, okay? Put the phone down. Ride your scooter and be smart. Karani says, I'll be taking the floof volley for a spin once my friend finishes a retexture. I love the floof volley. I think it's so freaking adorable. But I got the floof volley done in Cheety's colors and stuff like that. And well, not all of my friends, but a lot of my friends say that he just looks like he's like doped up. I don't know if I think it's because of the way Cheety's textures are with the black muzzle and stuff. It just the eyes make him end up looking like he's like drugged up or something, which is not something I want Cheety to be known for. So I don't use it as much. Karani says she's so sweet for doing that for me. That is really cool. Jack says, I'm being honest, Ohio scares me. Ohio's not too bad, at least the area that we live in anyway. There are some very scary Ohio places though, like a couple cities over, I think it was. There was and this is just the U.S., I guess, but there was a shootout that happened between police and some bad guys over there, and 2 police officers are hurt now. I think the person who was shooting is also hurt too, but in custody though. Not good news to get, but yeah. Not good news to get. But that's Unfortunate. That's how that goes. Mercil says, "I just went to grab a few things. I'll go back." Yeah, just no twitching, no twitching and driving. Remember, no texting and driving. I mean, I didn't hear the full story. They just said they said there was a shootout, and then like there was like 5 people who were in critical condition, but they didn't say anybody got actually killed or anything. So, yeah, not a great thing to that was just in the middle of the day yesterday. We were about to like just go have some fun and stuff, and then we hear that on the radio. It's like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. Spooby way chomped. What? Paschetti? What? What time is it right now? 12? Oh, okay, guys. It's noon. You know what that means? That means I gotta get going. Legion, hi. I see a little silhouette of a bird. What? Where? You mean right there? Yeah. I gotta get going though, guys. I know Legion, you just got here, but I gotta get going though. I unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I have to go make lunch for Smiley. I have to go take a shower. I have to go freshen up, and then once I do that, I'll have probably some time to go live again. So, for VR chat this time, not what I'm doing right now. Yeah. No, we see those videos on the YouTube all the time. It's like, oh no, I'm not scared of your dog, and then the dog comes out and they go, ah. It's like just surrender, dude. Come on, don't be a butthead. Like, so, it's amazing sometimes. Like sometimes people will get pulled over for like a broken tail light or a turn signal or something like that, and then they just go, hey, can I see your license and registration? And they go, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then he goes, but why like, I don't want to have to do the paperwork of this. Like, just show me your just show me your registration. And then they go on for a little bit, and sometimes they'll get the registration, but then other times they'll put the car and drive and take off. And then the cop goes, oh, we're doing this today, huh? Hey, Sunken Cactus. Like sometimes they really there's some issues with cops sometimes. I understand that does happen sometimes. But like if a cop goes, hey, can I just see your license registration? Like, just give it to him. You're probably, if anything, gonna get let off with like a ticket or something like that. But if you take off, they're gonna get you, and then it's gonna be so much worse. And then you're probably putting people at risk. Oh no, that's for VR chat streams, which will be later today. So if you want to do that, you definitely can.
Oh, hey Sunken Cactus, thanks for hitting that follow button.
Sunken Cactus, thank you so much for the follow. You are awesome, Bean. I hope you enjoy your stay, but we do have to get out of here. I have to go and I have to go make lunch. I haven't had lunch yet today. This is your reminder to go make lunch. Yeah, it's noon. It's time. I gotta turn off some of the streaming stuff on this computer. Let this room cool down. It's still 77 in here. Sunken Cactus says, I don't know why I wasn't followed already. Oh, my tracking died again anyway, so hey, there you go. That's a reason to get out of here. But hey, we have 32 of you lovely beans here today. 32, that's quite the number. That's probably the highest number we've ever had, which is really cool. But let us see who is live right now. Let's see who is live. We had 2 wonderful raiders today. We had a Renuki VR, and then we also had Laughin' Laws today, who I didn't get unfortunately to see. Hopefully, maybe one of these days I'll see them come through. But that's totally cool. But yeah, let's see who we can go and raid today. Let's see here. I think I see one. I think I see a person we can go raid. Now, there's someone called Soul Noan, which I'm not aware who that is. I'll have to check them out sometime, but they're in my thing right now. But I think we're going to go say hi to Lupos. Oh! Face reveal. They actually have their face on cam today.
Maybe he's just kind of. It's almost broken, is my thing.
That's so cool. I've never seen them before.
Yeah,
wow. All right, guys, we're gonna go say hi to Luposity, who is a awesome little bean. And they have quite the amazing setup for their stuff. They spend a lot of time putting their stuff together over there. So let's go ahead and say hi to them. Let me get my Twitch chat open here so I can do this. Where is Twitch chat? There it is. Here's Twitch chat /raid space Control V. All right, there we go. Alrighty, guys. As always, it's been wonderful talking to you guys today. Again, as I've been saying for the past week doing this, I really appreciate you guys hopping on in here and just saying hi and talking while I'm doing my workout. It really helps the time go by, and the exercise seemed like not such a not so fun thing. It's been a lot of fun talking with you guys, so I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna send you guys off over to Luposity. I hope you guys have a good one. Don't forget to say hi to them. They are a really awesome bean. If you guys want to say Cheeto Raid, you definitely can do that as well. That is, if you guys want to do that, that is Cheeto Raid, like that. There you go, Cheeto Raid. Alrighty, guys, copy pasta. Here we go. We're gonna leave in 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know if you got that map that I put in chat, Russ. If you want, I don't mind just putting it in chat again for you.